so short oil from here, a 121 code, and is a good example of a trade it's hard for the human, because you get in here, then the market thrashes sideways. You get in on that bar, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bars before it breaks for you. And it got really close to stopping me out. It went 5 ticks against me using a 7-tick stop. But then it finally broke. All right, so we get to 10 ticks, move the stop to entry plus 5. Get to 15, move the stop to entry plus 10. Really a tight trail. And then it falls harder for us, and now just trailing by 15, right to the POC here. So now we're going to find out if we got through it. So now we'll find out if the POC is going to act as resistance or not. And our target is way down here somewhere. Yeah, in front of the lows. So it's 80 ticks out, I think. Yeah. All right, so that's right at the POC here. That's looking like it's going to pop back through, and I'll make 190, 180-ish. Yeah, okay, so, and then 180. So 18 ticks, less the 70 tick loss or the 7 tick loss from earlier. So plus 110 now in oil. All right, here we are at the end of the day, 4:30, a little earlier than usual for me. The 20th of December. Oil plus 530, gold minus on. Let's look at that. That looks like one trade with some slippage, and then down 7 ticks or one trade in 6E. Let's look at that one first. Let's see, that's just towards the end of there. So, So, missing the nice move here, okay, and then very clear rounding up here, and a pretty late short right there. What I would consider late as a human if I was trading that. And so 7 tick loss there. This is interesting. So we need to keep watching this, because I'm seeing this case where this is a price action behavior we see at low volume nodes, but we don't apply at the value area edge. So 6E has been, the last couple weeks has been, so this week is the first week I've done it live. I'm down a couple of trades, I think. Let's see. Trade activity log. So we want 6E H9. Since, well, I've been doing since 11/26, so then period daily. Yeah, so just this week though, so down 6 ticks on Tuesday, and then 7 ticks today. So not many trades, and then these aren't great results. Though there has been some movement. So last week we were in sim, there just wasn't a lot of movement. Here we're seeing decent movements. I want to pay attention. I want to watch this. I don't want to make a change yet. 1 week is not enough, because this question came up with the member today, and the markets. This is a probabilistic environment, so over a 100-day horizon that I ran replay simulations on, did all the testing on, daily analysis on, the 6E shows profitable and worth trading. But that doesn't mean that every day that it's linear. All right, and so this week has been not a bad week, but certainly not a good week either. But not terrible. Gold. Let's see. Like last week, gold was really quiet. This week there's been movement, but I haven't caught it. Let's see here. Try to go short when the market's turning. Okay, so and then we took some slippage on that loss. Looks like there's an attempt there to go short as well, and an attempt long, but you don't get filled. And let's see. That looks like an attempt line. I don't know why that wouldn't have triggered. That's interesting. So I'll need to dig into that. And or what time was it? Oh, it's after when I'm done trading by then. All right. Okay. So that's it for gold. So let's do the same thing. Actually, we can do it over here easier. So trade activity log. So here's the total. So plus 2,000 in 4 weeks minus 1 day. Today 396. Let's see if that matches correctly. Whoops. 396. All right. So but gold, now gold we have to split it up because it changed. So GCZ8, we were plus 390 running P&L. And then we switched to GCG9. And since then down 170. So it's been, this is what, 2 weeks here? Down, so not a great couple of weeks in gold. All right, and then let's look at oil. CL G9. So G9 is just recently. And then before that it was F9. Yeah, F9. F9. So plus 880 through the 13th on F9. And then we switched to G9 and up 1,000 because today was really good. All symbols non-sim. So this is the total for all three across the last 4 weeks, $2,000. Pretty good result. Let's take a quick look at oil, and then we'll call it a day here. One more trading day in the full week here. Let's see. So there's the open, staying out of trouble here at the POC. Try to get long there. So first trade's a loss for -7. Don't break through that value area high. Here we go short on it. That's the one we saw live, I think. We were talking about how it's a difficult trade for a human because it thrashes sideways for a bit. It's only difficult if you're watching it. It's easy if you're not. Right? When you're watching this, every single tick up and tick down is an input to your emotional machinery, and that's the biggest risk to your account is your own anxiety, your own fear, your own doubt. Along here for a little bit, and then at the edge, a fall through the edge. Wow, nice fall. And along here, and then you get stopped out on that pullback, which again so super tight, right? But then another long, and you make a little bit there. So to me, I would rather not. I'd rather just take the one trade, but the data is showing that we want to trail tightly. Here's a loss, getting long there at the value area low. Just basically a bit early. Then long again for 26 ticks. And let's see, is there anything else? And that's it. Okay, so not much more to add other than, hey, the easiest trading I've ever done. Just turn it on and let it go. One more day. For next week, the markets are actually fully closed Tuesday and Wednesday. So I would generally say don't, the holiday weeks are usually not very good for trading. So I would, keep that, tuck that away and think about whether you should or shouldn't trade. Usually I take the time off to recharge batteries. With the machine doing the work, that you don't necessarily need to do any battery recharging. But it doesn't mean, generally speaking, when the volumes are lower, the trading isn't as good. I do want to run some experiments, so I'll probably be trading Thursday and Friday. So if you are a member, check. I might be broadcasting as well. So just check. There won't be any commentary. I'll just turn it on and let it go for Thursday and Friday. And really the same the following week. So we've got the holiday, New Year's Day is the 1st. I'm actually out of town. Same story. Whenever I get the notice that says when the markets are open, I'll figure out. I'd like to run it. I'd like to just run it. Let's let it go without me here even checking it at night, just as an experiment to see, does everything work like you expect it to, or are there some surprises that we haven't seen yet? All right, that's it for today. Take care. I will see you tomorrow.